Good afternoon. This is Destin from Camping World in sunny Center Conway, New Hampshire, and we got a treat for you today. I am standing in front of the 2023 Premier 31 REPR, which is their large couples coach floor plan, including a bedroom slide, and the big sister to the 30 RE Premier, which doesn't include the bedroom slide. Some differences in between them, and we'll go over that line by line here. So starting off at the front of it, it is a large coach, I believe 37 or 38 for our total length. Weight's going to be right around that 7,000 pound range. I don't have exacts in front of me. Starting off, of course, we're going to have a power tongue jack as well as a full power package on the Premier line. Manual override, of course, if you need to. There is 20-pound LP tanks included on the coach, and they did upgrade the cover for it a little bit. It looks a little bit cleaner here. Behind that, there is some stuff going on. So you do have your battery box right behind your propane tanks. There's 2 Dragonfly lithium ions installed on there now, and that's to help with the solar system that's on here that I'll get into in a moment. Right behind that, you're going to see our battery disconnect, which is a true battery disconnect, as well as our solar disconnect is going to be up there as well. So if you do want to shut your panels off and not trickle to the battery, you can do that. You do have a fully molded, painted front cap on the Premier, and they did this sort of almost like a rock guard kind of in the front. You do have an LED docking light as well. You can't really see it right now because it's so bright out here, but it is on. On for outdoor storage, you will have a small pass-through in the front of the coach here. A little bit of stuff inside, so you have your tire link prep right in the front here. So if you do want to add a tire pressure monitoring system, it'll link up right there. That's going to be for our marker light out front there. We do have inverter prep and a charge controller already installed on the coach to control our 400 watts of solar up on the roof. We'll get to that in a second. There is an inverter right here, which that'll do the fridge that is inside the camper, which we'll get to in a minute. Headed on down the door side here, just want to take a quick. We do have 2 awnings equipped on the coach, both with an LED strip underneath there. Outdoor speakers by JBL, a brand you've actually heard of before. And underneath the awning here, you're going to have a cable out as well as 110 power if you wanted to put an outdoor TV. You do have a little grab handle, the Lippert solid steps. Pretty standard nowadays, but I'm still seeing a couple entry-level brands come with the flip-ups, and it just seems to be the wave of the future here. That second awning, again, is probably 12, 13 foot. Again, a good size, so you get the whole length of the coach in awning space. A lot of times with a door side slide, without that second awning on there, you lose a lot of your camp space there. Underneath the coach, you're going to have aluminum wheels. Pretty standard around this size, too. And, of course, on the underneath, quick under here, fully enclosed underbelly as well. You do have heat ducts going towards the holding tanks too, so you do have some form of heat on there. Those are the power stabilizers that I'd mentioned earlier. They are on the front as well, and you still have your stinky slinky hole right in the back. Spare tire is equipped on the camper, as well as a ladder to the fully walkable roof. You do have rear camera prep, so all your wiring is bunched right back there, ready to put one on. And our power supply right here. It is a 50 amp connection on the camper due to having a chance for a second AC. Now, moving to the off-door side, you do have cable-driven slides throughout the camper. And a couple other things to point out. They've changed a few things here. So gone are the days of your standard hot water tank, a 6-gallon tank. They've started putting in a Furion tankless hot water heater standard, which is going to, A, allow you to take a real shower, and B, not have to wait 45 minutes before taking another shower. So hot water issues are a thing of the past. Now we do have our dump station right underneath there, and it looks like it's pretty easy. You have your low point drains as well as the actual sewer out, and then your 2 gray poles and your black pole. So that makes it easy. We do have a little bit more storage here. Bear with me just a moment. To save you guys the time, you'll have to take my word for it. There is a decent amount of storage in there. I'm going to open it up from the inside. And as we keep going here, you do have a solar auxiliary port too, if you did want to add another like briefcase panel or something like that. We have our docking station right on the off-door side here. It's nice because it's all combined together. Nice and easy to get to. Our stabilizer controls are inside in here, which is nice because a lot of times you'll see it on the side of the camper, and it's just a button for kids to press and mess up your level. Key TV, which just makes running multiple TVs a lot easier. You do have your water in, so your fresh and city water connections. Black tank flush, a winterization port, and outdoor shower. And that is about the outside of the camper here. Now let's head on in for the fun stuff. So as I mentioned earlier, you have your solid steps walking in, which makes things much, much easier. A customer of mine actually gave me a really good idea. So these little feeties, what happens is when you pull up your legs, all that dirt gets inside your camper. So what you do is you grab a pair of toddler shoes from Walmart, put them on your feeties there, and it'll stop all that dirt from collecting. All right, let's head on in. So we are in the living area of the Premier now. We'll start off at the back where we have a full-size sleeper. This will fold out to a full-size bed, just like so. And there we be. So you do have your full-size sleeper for extra sleeping space, and it does leave a little bit of room to get around. It doesn't butt right up to the island like in some models I've seen. Let's get this out of the way here. And now that we're back in couch form, cup holders on both sides. Little hidey holes on both sides, and windows throughout that actually open. A lot of times you'll see picture windows, they ain't gonna do anything for you. 110 chargers, as well as USB outlets on both sides of the couch too, and some overhead storage here. There is Wi-Fi prep available on it through WineGuard, so all you got to do is actually install the router itself, and you got mobile internet. You do have a theater seating on the opposite of the TV here. Again, same idea, some hidey holes in the side. You do have a center location as well for your remotes and all that good stuff. USB chargers behind there. And again, all the windows on this slide out will actually open and give you a breeze. 4-seater table and chair here. And I really like the new table styling they're going with. So real table and chairs, they will bolt down to the slide out here so they don't come flying around while you're driving. And that brings us into the kitchen area here where you got a nice little coffee bar. Now, these outlets you're going to see with this little yellow sticker on them, they're inverter prepped. So that inverter that I showed you earlier will run these outlets here when you're not hooked up to shore power. So right up there, nice amount of storage. Same underneath here, and then your breaker box is right under that. Open up the pantry here. Full-size pantry. Plenty of storage space there. And I do want to kind of point this out too. It's the form of heating that they're using in here. So they use these to avoid putting any holes in the floor here, which I don't know if you've noticed, but there is no heat vents in the floor for all dirt and all that nasty stuff to get caught up in. So it makes cleaning a lot easier. Let's keep going. So we have a GE 12-volt electric fridge. So open this up here. With that inverter, we can run it off 12 volt. Sorry for the swing. But 13 cubic foot off the top of my head. Plenty of space. We don't have the fins back there, so we gain a lot of space, I should say. And of course, your little travel lock here. Into the cook center, you have your 3-burner Furion cooktop. Little oven underneath there. These will light up a fancy blue, and actually what's cool is when it's on, it'll turn to a red, so you actually know that you have a burner on, you won't forget about it. Furion microwave up above, as well as the range hood. A little bit of storage right next to the microwave there. And then I have 3 full extension drawers on the other side. Underneath, you're going to have a pots and pans drawer. And that brings us over to the island here, where you have a residential metal sink, residential faucet with the fancy sprayer. Nice little pop-up power tower here, so a couple outlets, USB chargers, and that'll just sync right away when not in use. And a little bit of prep space here on the countertop as well. Underneath that, open this up here, you got your spot for a trash can. You got a nice little hidey hole there as well. And a couple more pull-out drawers here. So this will be for the overlay for the sink, so you got a strainer. And that brings us to the entertainment center here. So again, really good storage up above the TV here. I don't know, board games, something like that. You got a 50-inch TV here. It is a Bluetooth capable. I wouldn't call it a smart TV. It's a mediocre TV, I would say. 5,000 BTU fireplace, or 4,777. Excuse me. Enough to keep the edge off. I wouldn't be heating the whole camper with the thing, but it's nice to have and not nice to not have. A little bit of storage on both ends under here. And another little hidey hole. I don't know, maybe the kid will make you get an Xbox in there or something. I don't know. Let's move on down the line here. Here's our control panel for about everything. You're going to have your overhead lights. That's going to be for our outside right here. Awning controls, slide controls, and this is our hot water heater control too. So it is a little bit different from what you might be seeing, but it's a Furion tankless hot water heater. It does run off gas. And then our thermostat for our cooling and heating. Tank monitoring panels right here, as well as your slide controls. So moving on forward here into the restroom. So nice little restroom here. You do have an inverted outlet. A little bit of a medicine cabinet right there. Single bay sink, your faucet, and some storage underneath that. Also, you do have a porcelain toilet. Plastic one will not break on you. Shower stall is a decent size. They do give you the lovely head bubble. Look at that nice blue sky. And I have plenty of headroom here. I'm 6 foot tall. I probably got another 8 inches. And we have some linen storage over to the side here. Air vent right in the restroom. So they did think of that. And they gave you a towel holder on the door. So moving on into the master here, coming in, you got a king-size bed, a little hidey hole off to the side here, and you can adjust these shelves if you don't need them. Power onto the side there. You do have a spot to mount a TV if you want to put one on the wall. And then a nice little built-in storage area here. You got 3 pull-outs, and you got a couple underneath as well. That extends over to here too. So for the coup d'etat, there is the wardrobe here. So plenty of storage on the front. You do have a nice little, boom, light to see what you're doing. You can close this off while in travel so it doesn't go flying around on you. And there's your wardrobe. You do also have washer dryer hookup. You could probably put a stackable in here, or it could be a combo. I'm not sure of the size. It would be a small stackable. Last but not least, you do have storage under the bed here. And I don't know if you can see or not, but it does. There's that door to outside I was fiddling with earlier. And there's the rest of the storage. Now, I think that about concludes the tour of the Premier here. I hope I didn't miss anything. And if I did, don't hesitate to let me know. Leave me a comment. Send me a message or give me a call directly at the dealership. 603-333-1520. My name is Destin. Look forward to hearing from you. Enjoy the day.